And if Yamal was not there to give those balls, Raphinha will not have those
That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to write off the impact as but
dude, I'm not writing off Raphinha either. I'm just talking about impact. Look, there's something you don't know. Raphinha has those space to make those runs. Why? Because Yamal is a target man. Yamal draws most of the opposition defense to himself.
Yes, they leave Raphinha free.
Then that gives Raphinha the space
yes,
to make those runs.
okay.
That is the impact I'm talking about.
Okay. So
And now it's not as if Yamal doesn't have numbers either. Yamal has 45 GA.
so I know this is not important or this is not relevant, but when Palmer is always on the ball and Jackson is always left alone, what has Jackson done with them? Those balls that he's been getting.
You are getting me wrong.
I'm not getting you wrong.
You are getting me
I'm
wrong.
just asking you a question.
Yeah, both good.
Okay, you said players are always on Yamal once he's on the ball, leaving Raphinha.
Jackson is a useless striker.
Okay,
but do you know that
He's a useless striker. Nobody will argue that.
This useless person you're trying to talk about is one of the most important players in Chelsea team now.
But do you know that before the season started,
This guy now the Champions League final has been played. Now there's this conversation that every season it is always a heated conversation. It is always a conversation that causes arguments in football. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ballon d'Or power rankings. Now, like we all know, PSG have won the Champions League, and after winning that, they won every single competition they played in. And their star man now, Ousmane Dembele, is now the favourite to win the Champions League. But other than Ousmane Dembele, we have other players who have done excellently well in the season, or rather in this season. So we have the people of Lamine Yamal, and then we have Raphinha. So this video we are going to be talking about the power rankings to know who should come out first, second, and third in the Ballon d'Or this season and why. So by my right, I have the one and only Dopex. Yes, the one and only. A Man U fan. I mean, I have no idea why a Man U fan is in this Champions League or Ballon d'Or conversation, but they are here. And then to my left, another Manchester United fan, the one, the only, Aduksin. So let's start from my right. Who, or rather, what is your Ballon d'Or power ranking? Who you feel say Naim suppose carry this Ballon d'Or, and who you think say suppose be the runner-ups, and waiting be your reason?
Ballon d'Or.
Ballon d'Or.
How do you get to this point? Oh, I didn't see this coming so quickly,
bro, already.
Well, my Ballon d'Or power ranking, it's going to be tough this season.
So many factors,
it's
bro.
going to be tough. We have so much to talk about.
A lot.
The competition is so massive. Well, if you ask me, my power ranking, I think Dembele comes first. Dembele comes first.
That is no surprise now.
And that's not surprising actually. And it's surprising because my ranking might not be as another person. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I have my own bias. You get Dembele comes first, followed by Yamal, then Raphinha.
Lamine Yamal.
I think that's top 3 now.
Top 3, yeah. So we have Dembele, Lamine Yamal, and then Raphinha comes last. Yeah. So why this ranking? Why is Dembele coming first and why is Raphinha coming last?
Quadruple, bro. You won all your domestic cup, the League One, and the other 2 competitions that they all played in.
Everything.
In the League One. You get coming to win the Champions League again. Do you know that this guy is not about just winning this thing? It's about the contribution and everything he has put in place to see that his team did all these things they did. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Imagine PSG not being able to win the Champions League with Mbappe, Messi,
Neymar.
How do you get this kind of players in your team and not get to win the Champions League? These people have been fighting for Champions League years and years and years until this very season. You get? Then Dembele came. And Dembele happened. They reject from Barca. Was it not a reject? It was a reject.
It's not really a reject.
It's a reject now. He was not wanted by the team.
But the Barca fans, they were not happy to let him go.
the Barca fans were so happy to let him go because at some point, because of what the club has done to him, he was misbehaving. Do you get? He was kicked out of that club.
Injury proof.
Do you
Yes.
get?
Injuries and all
This
that.
guy suffered a lot, and then coming to PSG to perform or put up this kind of performance, giving the club, hand them over the Champions League. It's not easy, bro. He finished the joint top scorer as the League One in the League One. Do you get my point?
So Dembele for Ballon d'Or.
Dembele for the Ballon d'Or.
Okay.
Dembele for the Ballon d'Or.
Okay.
It's
So
very tight. It's very tight. Why I have Yamal? Yamal should be there, the number one, but then I have something that slightly puts Dembele above
yeah, man.
Yamal. Do you get? And that one thing is the fact that the mentality of the mentality of Dembele. Do you get my point? Nobody was expecting him to do better at the League One.
At
And
PSG.
even
In first season, oh.
this is his first season, bro. This
Guy,
is his
guy,
first season
guy,
there.
guy.
And then he was able to do that. Do you know that Mbappe has been there for over years? And see, in fact, he gets to win he got to win the what do you call it? Call it the European Golden Boot
While in PSG.
while in PSG, but still not
in
able to win the
League.
Champions League. Do you get my point? Yamal was superb this season. You can't take that away from him. He was able to win the La Liga, the player of the season, the young player of the season and stuff. Was still not there, guy. He was not able to take his team to the Champions League final.
So
I mean the PSG that the PSG that what do you call it? The Inter that PSG trashed 5-0 in the final. Yamal could not knock them out.
yeah,
You are
that's
struggling.
a
Do you get
fact.
my point?
Yeah,
Do you get my point? Good.
So Dembele for Ballon d'Or. Okay, all right. How about you? What's your power ranking? Don't tell me it's another Dembele for Ballon d'Or.
Definitely.
Dembele. Okay. So
Let,
what will be your power rankings?
let me start from my number 3. My number 3 will go for this boy Yamal.
Yamal.
Yes.
Okay.
Why did I say Yamal? If you look at Yamal, this is one of the seasons he came out and showed the world what he has. And there must be consistency in this for him to win something, for him to win an individual trophy like the Ballon d'Or. And when you check Yamal statistics, he has shown that yes, he has something in him. He needs to prove a statement into the world of football, and we need to give him time. But my number 2 now will go for Raphinha. That guy has been in the in the football world for quite some while now. He's playing in the Premier League, and when Barca signed him, he didn't started well though. But with time, he built with confidence, and with the change of coach and with the change of players also, he stand out for them. And with the numbers he has, he took Barcelona to win the League Cup now, to win
Oh,
their league title.
okay.
And for my number 1, I will go for Dembele. Why did I say Dembele? If you watch Dembele, anytime he's playing, he can play from the left, he can play from the center, he can play from the right. He can even sometimes if you watch how they are playing, if you see that the midfield is not too strong enough, he will play deep into the midfield to help them. That guy was fucking good. He was fucking technical. He know when to drop the pass, how to drop the pass. He know the position of the players in which they are. So I will pick him for the Ballon d'Or, definitely. Dembele, that guy.
Dembele again for Ballon d'Or.
Yes.
Now, Lamine Yamal, Raphinha, Dembele. Now, if we are talking statistically, Raphinha had 64 GAs this season while winning all his domestic competitions. He win La Liga. He win the Super Copa de España, wetin they call am.
Yeah.
He still win the other one,
Copa del Rey.
their Copa del Rey, while having the most goals, or rather being joint top scorer in Champions League and having the most assists in the Champions League. So you see how everybody gets in power.
Yes.
Now, if we come to Yamal, 45 GA. Now, this Yamal's own, among these three, Yamal gets the least goal involvement. But this guy was fucking instrumental for his team.
Yamal, ba?
Yes, Yamal. Now, I know Raphinha had the most GA, but without Yamal, remember when Barcelona, when Yamal got injury, how many goals did they win? That's to show you that Yamal is their foreman. Raphinha just have more numbers because why? Because he's clinical
Yes, it's much clinical.
and decisive.
But you can't just say he just has the numbers. Like
Yeah.
those numbers are counting for him.
No,
Like those numbers are the reason why they are able to win the La Liga. Do you get my point?
Okay.
Those numbers that you are trying to avert, like you are trying to take away from him, are still the reason why they won the Copa.
But let me say
the
something.
Super Copa de
Where
España.
were the
Let me say
numbers when
something.
Yamal was not
Without
there?
the impact of Yamal,
Thank
See,
you.
without
can't-
the
I'm
impact
not
of
saying
Yamal,
don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Yamal is bad or his impact is something to throw away or thrown under the radar. Do you get my point?
Yes.
My point is the fact that you're trying to take away the goals and assists
No,
that
nobody's
Raphinha
doing
is
that.
no.
Nobody's
That
doing
those
that.
things
No.
are important.
Raphinha was also
Are you trying to tell me
instrumental.
that? Are you trying to tell me that it's because of the dribbles and all those take-ons that Yamal has been having?
do you
That's why
see the involvement he made in that Inter Milan semi-final?
this Yamal they're talking about is thought in your list. So what are you saying? I'm talking about somebody that is putting Yamal above
but see,
Raphinha here.
now we know football is not all about numbers.
It's not all about numbers and it's all about
It's not all about numbers. Numbers are important, fine.
okay.
Good, okay. The season Modric won the Ballon d'Or, what were his numbers?
He won the World Cup.
The World Cup.
Is that
impact.
numbers?
It's
Did
impact.
he have goals on assist? It's impact, not numbers. Impact, not numbers. It's
See.
impact for his national team
See.
and it's impact for his club team, not numbers. How many goals and assists? Impact. Now, listen, I know they talk say numbers no good. Numbers are good. Because Ballon d'Or has been a lot of Ballon d'Or has been given based
Do you know
on
what I'm trying to
numbers.
say now? What I'm trying to say is those numbers, those goals he was able to accumulate were goals they didn't even need. Maybe they are already 2-1. Then at 90 minutes they made them score 5 goals.
See,
And are those goals now? Those kind of goals that
It's
don't
not
even
that
matter.
bad.
That's what I'm trying to
It
say.
doesn't
now.
matter.
you don't get what I'm saying. The goals matter, but Yamal had more impact in this Barcelona team. That's what I'm saying.
Tell me the impact he has.
The impact Yamal
tell
had
me,
in
yes.
this Barcelona
Wait,
team.
when Yamal was injured,
Tell me.
How many matches
explain
did
to
they
me? Convince me that his
Wait
impact
now,
was
wait
the one
now,
that is
wait.
more important than
Okay,
the goal
wait,
and
let me-
assist
let me
that
say
Raphinha
something.
has.
Okay, wait. What does Raphinha do when Raphinha gets the ball? When
Raphinha
Raphinha
shoots.
gets the ball, he either runs to shoot or runs to pass the
Those
ball.
runs are fucking important in the football.
Why
football
does Raphinha have that space to run and make
Do you know
that
that
shot?
once Yamal is on the ball? Wait, do you know that once Yamal is on the ball, who is always looking at? Who is he always looking at?
Once Yamal is on the ball,
His talisman.
Raphinha
He's
is
always
running.
looking at Raphinha's runs. Well, all the crosses that are okay. Try to check the goals that Raphinha scored. Yeah, most of those goals were assisted by who?
A lot of
Yamal.
them by Yamal, yes.
Yeah.
If he was not able to convert those goals, Yamal will not be in this competition. This
And
impact.
if
that
Yamal was not there to give those balls, Raphinha will not have those
that's what I'm
goals.
saying. I'm not trying to write off the impact as but
Dude, I'm not writing off Raphinha either. I'm just talking about
no.
impact. Look, there's something you don't know. Raphinha has those space to make those runs. Why? Because Yamal is a target man. Yamal draws most of the opposition defense to
Yes,
himself.
they leave Raphinha
Dude,
free.
then that gives
Raphinha
Raphinha the space
Yes.
to make those runs.
Okay.
That is the impact I'm talking about.
Okay. So
And now it's not as if Yamal doesn't have numbers either. Yamal has 45 GAs
so
this
I know
season.
this is not important or this is not relevant, but when Palmer is always on the ball and Jackson is always left alone, what has Jackson done with them? Those balls that he's been getting.
You are getting me wrong.
I'm not getting you wrong.
You are getting me
I'm
wrong.
just asking you a question.
They are both good.
Okay, you said players are always on Yamal once he's on the ball, leaving Raphinha.
Jackson is a useless striker.
Okay,
But do you know that
Jackson is useless.
He's a useless striker. Nobody will argue that.
This useless person you're trying to talk about is one of the most important players in Chelsea team now.
But do you know that before the season started,
This guy
Barcelona, now.
I'm not saying any trap.
Before the season started,
No, you're trying to undermine the effort of Raphinha.
I'm
You know it's not easy. See, it's not easy.
undermining him. I'm just
It's
trying to
not
tell you
easy to
Yamal
make
has
those
more
runs and
impact.
create those space for
Yeah,
yourself
now,
as a
yeah, now.
striker. He's not even
Yamal
playing as a
has more
striker.
impact.
This guy is not a striker. Let's get this straight. Raphinha is not a striker. To be able to create those space for yourself, to score, bro, it's not easy. Go and ask strikers. Go and ask Hoylund.
Look,
Do you know that?
Yes, go ask him.
Wait.
Go ask that was stupid striker. If he's able to create space for himself. Do you get?
What is bringing oil on here now? That guy is a very good
I'm
striker.
telling you, that's a striker. A striker that's not able to
striker.
create a space for himself and another winger.
Okay, fine. Raphinha
Yeah.
was instrumental
Yeah.
in Barca winning their
Yeah.
domestic treble.
Yeah.
Yes.
But now, as far as I'm concerned,
Yeah.
now you don't give your own analysis and your own viewpoint.
Yeah.
I no argue, but to me, Yamal had more impact
Okay.
in this Barca squad. Do you understand that?
I hear you, sir.
Good. So yeah. Now
Yeah, you know.
let's come to Dembele. Now Dembele won everything Dembele competed in this season. He won it all.
Yeah, he won it.
100%
Talk about a
record.
perfect season.
100%
Talk about
record.
a perfect season, bro.
Everything he won it.
When last do we have a player that won everything?
Yes.
With the
When
fact
last?
that they lifted
Yeah.
their trophy, their league trophy without losing a match.
Yes. Do you know
And
that?
after that,
They were
without losing any
invincible
matches,
until they won it.
and then they left it to focus on the Champions League. So Dembele 50 goals and assists this season, winning all
It's domestic.
competitions
All competitions,
he
man.
played in, and not just that, he was joint top scorer in Ligue 1 and had the most assists in Ligue 1. So my power rankings: first we have Ousmane Dembele, then second Lamine Yamal, then third we have Raphinha. Okay, you've been dey argue say Raphinha dey more important than Yamal, but you place him second. Why?
I placed 2 seconds.
You place Yamal second.
Yeah, I placed him second because he is young. That's my bias. Like, he is young. That guy is 17 years. He's going to be 18 by 18 of July this year. This guy is young. Do you get? How do you get to be competing with the likes of Dembele that's almost 27? Is in his prime already. Like, do you get? This guy is not in his prime already. He's just coming up.
That
You get?
is what you
That's
should
the see. He's able to his ability to stand out in this Barca team. Not in the league, but even in Europe. This guy has caught the attention of many football fans this season. Do you get? He's young. That's why I have him second. Like, in fact, I would have said he's rubbing shoulders with Dembele.
But Champions
It's going
League.
to be hard, but because of that Champions League, bro.
If not for the Champions League,
because of that
Yamal will
Champions
be
League.
first. Yamal will be first.
I get see person wey beat you comot you na him I go beat carry 5-0. You no fit even score me o. You no fit score me.
5-0.
Oh, you get.
Anyway, so that's all for this episode. Now let us know in the comment section your power rankings and why you choose to rank them that way. Now, if you're new to this channel or if you are just seeing our videos for the first time, please make sure you like, subscribe, follow so you can see more content like this. So until the next time, we have more videos that if you're interested in, you can watch. So thank you very much.
Oh God.